Hey everybody! Okay, so I'm going to be doing a review on a very most raved about product that I've heard about a lot here recently. And I'm kind of curious. I'm, is it, sorry, I'm fixing my mic. Is it really as good as people say that it is? And so, of course, I am reviewing the Fenty Beauty. I have tested this out already, and I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion already, but of course, I'm going to apply it on camera for you guys. The downside to this is that the formula is very liquidy, so I can't really use like my oval brushes because it will soak down into the oval brush. So it goes on. I mean, you can use it with the oval brushes. It just gives you a really fair complexion, very natural. So, and of course this right here is a medium to light coverage. I of course do a full coverage look. I do love the fact that this comes with a pump built in. This does retail for $34, and this right here is not sponsored, but it was sent to me. So I am just going to simply try this out. I have no primer, nothing else on my face except for this. Okay, so the reason why I only have this is because this is what was sent to me. I wasn't sent anything else, and I haven't really like looked at anything else to take and purchase. I've looked at the website and everything else that they have, but I haven't really, So I'm going to go ahead and shake this up. The thing that I do like about this is it does say shake well before use. This does have 32 mils and it has 1.8 fluid ounces in it, which is way more than the Urban Decay foundation that I was using, which only has 30, I have it right here. It only has 30 mils in it and 1 fluid ounce. I did do a swatch comparisons to see what the oxidization is between those right there two foundations. And I will tell you right now, I was completely shocked by the fact that this right here does not oxidize that much. So I'm going to put like a few pumps on the back end of my beauty blender. And this right here is like super liquidy, but I'm going to go ahead and dab it in those areas. And then I'm going to go ahead and start blotting it on to those areas. Whenever I first tested this out, I did not use any powder or anything like that to set it. I just pretty much allowed it to dry down on its own. I do have some things about this foundation that are like pros and cons. So I'm going to give my honest opinions. I do know that the supporters of this brand, the people that do support this brand, are super protective over Rihanna's brand. So I will first by saying that for a brand to come out fresh on the market with literally 40 shades of different kinds of foundation is absolutely incredible. Like, she literally made sure that every single person had their shade, which I think is amazing. Which, of course, I mean, you could buy more than one shade and, of course, mix match them and blend them and make them match and stuff. And if you hear creaking, that's because of the chair that I'm sitting in. So, I'm just going to go ahead and put this on. And I do notice that it is not covering like everything that I wish that it would cover, so I'm gonna go ahead and do just a couple of more pumps on my beauty blender, just 2 more pumps. And as you noticed a while ago, I only did like 3 pumps, and it did a massive amount of covering the face, which is amazing. Considering the fact that the actual foundation itself is not full coverage, it covers really well. Okay, so now I'm getting a lot more coverage. Another thing is that this is buildable. As you are noticing, I am building up the foundation to a full coverage because that's typically what I like, is a full coverage. I'm not big into like a lighter coverage just because that's how I am. I like to cover up a lot of the blue undertones and stuff, which I mean I could do like color correct if I wanted to, but I'm not. So I just want to see how this right here is just going to cover up everything. And then of course I want to blend this into my hairline more. So I'm going to go in with one of my oval brushes from Vanity Planner, which I do have a coupon code down at the bottom, which is amazing because these brushes retail for $129 and you get a 75% off coupon code, so you get them for 30 bucks. Okay, that's a steal. So I'm going to go ahead and blend that into my hairline and blend that down the neck, around the ears. Okay. And then first things first, I'm going to go in with my Lock-It Kat Von D concealer and the shade Whiteout. And I'm going to go ahead and put that right through here underneath the under eyes. And go ahead and do another set of stripes on the eyelids and on the under eyes. Of course, you guys already know this is what I do. I'm going to go ahead and get my oval brush. Go ahead and start buffering and blending that out into the skin and into the foundation. And of course, I love this Whiteout concealer because it gives a really nice highlight. And plus, too, I'm fair, so I like a bright highlight. Okay, go ahead and do the other side. Also, too, if you're wondering, I have a lot of coupon codes down in the description and everything with the company Vanity Planet that I've worked with. So you get some like incredible deals down there. So yeah. Let's see. Okay. So now that that is blended out, since this is concealer and it doesn't really like set itself, I'm going to go ahead and get some of my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Translucent Powder with my Beauty Blender, and I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes and my eyelids. Okay, so after setting my under eyes and my eyelids, I'm not going to set any of the rest of the foundation because since this is like a matte foundation, I don't want to like dry out my skin too much considering I do have eczema, so I don't want like, you know, crow's feet or anything like that from the foundation. So of course I'm going to put my lid back on there so that way it stays there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows off camera and then I will be right back. Okay, so at the beginning of the video you guys already witnessed me taking and putting on the Fenty foundation. Okay, so Fenty Beauty foundation. Okay, so once again I will say again, like I did say at the beginning of the video, mad props to Rihanna for taking and releasing 40 shades a foundation for all different types of people. I will, however, say if she comes out with a full coverage foundation, that right there would absolutely be incredible. However, this right here foundation, it is nice. I do have to put on more than one layer to get a full, you know, full coverage foundation. However, I will tell you right now, the oxidization on this is literally near to none. I will actually go ahead and just simply do like a swatch of this on my wrist. So I just put a dot on my wrist real quick, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the Urban Decay foundation right next to it, so that way you can see the differences. Okay, so the shade that I got in the Fenty Beauty is 140 that was sent to me, and then the shade that I have in the Urban Decay is 2.5. So you will see right there on my wrist, so the bottom one being the Urban Decay and the top one being the Fenty Beauty, you will see that the top one is a lot thinner, and because my tattoos show. And the bottom one, which is the Urban Decay, my tattoos do not show through it, period, because it is a full coverage foundation. So I'm going to let this like sit for a little bit and everything, and then once it dries, you will see the difference in the oxidization. Like, because the top one, which is the Fenty Beauty, which is right here in this area, it is literally like on my face, and it like on my face it is my shade. So but like underneath, which is the Urban Decay, on my face whenever it first goes on it looks like my shade, but then once it oxidizes I look like 1 or 2 shades darker. So once it oxidizes, I'll be like right back to show you guys exactly what that looks like. Okay guys, so I am back to show you the oxidization of the 2 different foundations between Fenty Beauty and Urban Decay. Okay, so when you guys see this, you will understand what I'm talking about whenever I mean oxidization is. Okay, yeah, so, okay, so these right here, like I said, the bottom one is Urban Decay, the top one is Fenty Beauty. Urban Decay has some serious oxidization, guys. Okay, some serious oxidization. I'm going to put another little dab underneath that to show you exactly what the Urban Decay looks like whenever it's first applied to the skin, okay? That is what it looks like, okay? This is the Urban Decay oxidized. This is the Urban Decay when it's first applied, okay? Fenty Beauty. Okay, this is the Fenty Beauty right there. No oxidization, period. Do you see what I'm talking about? Okay, like oxidization, no oxidization. What the Urban Decay looks like whenever it first goes on and then it oxidizes into that. You guys probably hear a creaky door in the background. That right there is my girlfriend coming in and everything. And she has blue hands and says she's apologizing. Don't apologize. Not sponsored by Pepsi, guys. Anyways, so I just thought that I would go ahead and show you guys the differences. I know there's other brands out there that don't oxidize. Also, too, I want to point out that the Fenty Beauty versus the Urban Decay, the Fenty Beauty has 32 mils and 1.8 fluid ounces in it. The Urban Decay has 30 mils and 1 fluid ounce in it. So you get more for this, less in this. You get oxidization in this, no waterproof. And this one, which true to fact is waterproof, which is weird because it doesn't say anything on the package about waterproof or anything like that. And I tested it in the sink on my arm, and the water just kind of like bubbles up on top of it, which means that it has like a form of probably like a wax or a beeswax or something in it, which also gives like waterproof as well. So also too, let's talk about the packaging in this, because the packaging in this is absolutely gorgeous. It feels really, really good in the skin. It is definitely a frosty type bottle. It has a pump on it, which I absolutely love, like foundation bottles that have pumps on them, because as you guys know, I was a big believer, and well, still am a big believer in the MAC Studio Fix foundation, which I used for years, but since I'm going vegan, cruelty free and everything, I am trying to eliminate all like products that are not vegan, you know. So I love the fact that this has a pump in it. The reason why is because like at MAC, if you get the Studio Fix foundation bottle, it doesn't come with a pump. It comes with a screw off top, and then in order to get the pump, it's like an extra $15 for the pump. Ridiculous, I know. So this right here, absolutely amazing, and it also retails for $34. This right here retails for I think $35, and then with tax you're paying like 44 bucks or $45. This right here with tax plus shipping on the website, or if you go to Sephora, you're gonna still pay about $40 at least and everything. So honestly, out of both of these foundations, I would definitely recommend the Fenty Beauty. Definitely recommend it. And I will definitely probably be using this right here in the rest of my tutorials. I will still, of course, more than likely use this, even though when it oxidizes, it's not waterproof and everything, but it is full coverage. The only reason why I'm saying that I'm going to finish using it is because I did pay for this and everything when I was living over at my apartment. So yeah, I do plan on finishing the rest of this. But anyways, so I thought that I would just go ahead and tell you guys about that and everything and let you guys know. Anyways, I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Please make sure to like and subscribe and become a part of the Angel group. Bye!